Hello, welcome to episode 4 of the Blame Game podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Richard. I need to figure out a nickname for him. Co-host Dallas. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Excited for today.
Today we have a very, very special guest. Not just one guest, we have 2 guests. We're moving on up in the world. They're usually linked together, so I don't know if it's like 1.5. But it's 2 of our favorite people. I don't know about you, but 2 of my favorite people. Sam and Dan. Sam and Dan's Couch over on Twitch as well. We'll plug it a little bit later. But how are you guys doing?
Hi, we're good.
Yes.
I want to say I love them more than you. They're my adopted parents, for goodness sakes.
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
We'll go ahead and move into our second topic, which will be from Sam. Sam, what do you have for us today?
My topic was eating in a mom and pop restaurant versus eating in a chain restaurant.
Which we prefer, or
Which you prefer? Because I think that the mom and pop restaurant in America is undervalued.
100%.
A lot of us as Americans, we run to chains. I know
What we
Tuesday.
know. It's what we know, yeah.
Yeah, it's what we know. But I personally think that I hate chain restaurants and I very rarely eat in them. Except Taco Bell. Taco Bell is acceptable.
Oh, wait. Are we talking about fast food restaurants too?
Yes, you can put fast food
Oh.
restaurants in there too.
Can I do a little sidebar?
bigger-
I'm so sorry. I streamed last night, and we ordered Wingstop while we were on the stream because I didn't eat dinner.
He says
I-
we,
I-
but I was there.
I got-
I didn't have no damn
I
Wingstop.
got the new hot lemon wings, and when I tell you this, I think I experienced heaven. I have never. It was so good.
Newsflash.
Oh my God.
This new flavor they developed was just mixing their existing lemon with
But they
their
worked so
existing
good.
buffalo. So you could have just had them both before. It's not like a big thing. Anyway, I'm just
Apparently, Dallas wants to order food out and then toss it in a bowl himself. It was so good. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. Because I'm thinking about those wings right now, and my stomach hurts because I'm hungry.
See, so I think that's like you saying I prefer the chain people.
No. Wingstop is on a different level to me.
I see.
I think it depends on. For my answer would be, I think it depends on the type of food. Like if you're talking about like if I want Chinese food, then yes, I would rather go to a quote unquote mom and pop Chinese restaurant instead of which Emily probably would hate me
Called
if I say Panda Express sucks. She's probably gonna kill me, and I just said it. I don't know why. But do you think it's across the board, or do you think it's depending on the type of food?
I think for me, it's across the board. Because I eat in a lot of different restaurants. We eat a lot of different cultures. And for me, I have never been in a Chinese restaurant that like PF Chang's, for example, that is actually decent compared to my local place that I love to go to.
I'm glad I'm glad, but then now it's like a hot take for PF Chang's. And I'm sorry for anyone out there. I fucking hate PF Chang's.
Thank
Wow.
I hate it. Is
Really?
absolute trash.
you.
Okay.
It is.
I would rather
Would you rather have Panda Express and PF Chang?
yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I don't like Panda Express either. So
Really quick, there's an exact example of that here. There's probably several Chinese restaurants in LA that aren't mom and pop, but there's one in Burbank called Sun Moon Garden, which is probably a typical name. But their beef and broccoli is really beef and broccoli, and you get like soup and all kinds of shit that they don't have at the other places, and especially PF Chang's. It's like, and this place is affordable. You go to PF Chang's, you're paying like hundreds of dollars for
And
like 4 people.
that is
And
my
you
number
go to
one
this
gripe
place
about
and
PF
pay, like,
Chang's.
80
Why
bucks.
is it so expensive?
It's
It
not, it's
is
frozen.
outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's frozen food. Like I can go to my freezer too and fry up some chicken and pour some kung pao sauce on it.
and then charge $25 for it.
Exactly. And Daniel and I always go to this place called the Dumpling House.
Mhm.
And since we've got married, we eat there all the
Absolute
time.
heaven.
hmm And they're a little more expensive than your usual like regular Chinese takeout, but the family has owned it for generations.
Well,
And
sometimes you
they
pay for quality.
You
Yeah.
do, and their food is amazing. We get the most amazing soup dumplings that you can't get in these, like, a PF Chang's. They did that in PF Chang's for like a short period of time, and I don't know what that was.
Mm. I think the difference is
Frozen from U.S. Foods.
yes. But the difference is it's not Americanized. Like this
Mm.
food in the dumpling house that we love so much is like literally like family
Traditional
recipes.
Chinese.
Yes, it's like
Mhm.
original.
That's
Like
why.
Yeah,
That's my issue with Panda Express.
that's part of the Sun Moon Garden thing too. I think that's why I say it's stuff that the other places just don't have. Where we've Americanized everything. It's just what we do. We're in America. We
It should,
just
well,
kind of we're gonna put
even
a stamp on it, and we just sell 100 copies. Whatever sells the most. All right.
but
Get
even
rid
if
of
you
the other
get
shit. Just whatever sells, whatever the kids like. You put that out there.
exactly, but even if you get like traditional, just like American burgers and fries, and let's say you go to Applebee's, their burgers are hockey pucks. Like, I don't understand what they're doing back there with the meat. Throw the meat on the grill, flip it, put a piece of cheese on it.
I will
It's
say
like,
about this since you mentioned the burgers.
I love the New York comes out.
There, there is only one chain restaurant that I absolutely love the bacon burger from, and I agree with you. Applebee's or anywhere else where I get burgers from, absolute garbage. But I don't know why, but I absolutely love the bacon cheeseburger from Chili's, and I don't know why. It is so good, and we have a Chili. The reason why I say this, we have a Chili's literally like it's across the park from where we live, and it's the only thing I ever order there when like Allie wants Chili's because she sometimes she just wants a quesadilla from there. But the burger is really good.
Quesadilla.
She
Well-
wants a quesadilla. We gotta give it to her.
well, first of all, she's correct. That's the only edible thing in that restaurant.
The burger is good. I like it.
What about IHOP, Sam?
I do not like IHOP.
I don't like
Daniel
IHOP
hates
either.
IHOP.
Oh god.
I
hate
can't
IHOP.
make him go to IHOP. Like, I can't even bribe him to
Nope.
go.
They reinvented their burger not too long ago, and I'm not gonna
Who goes to
lie. I
IHOP
think
and
because
gets
it was
not
cheap.
breakfast food?
I
Well, it was look. I'm all about a deal sometimes, okay? And they had this when they first came out with
He
it.
doesn't
It
have
was like
Waffle House.
buy one get one free. I don't have Waffle House, so and it was actually not bad. I'm not gonna say I'd rather have Morrison Burger up the street, craft burgers and beers. Oh my god, that's some good stuff. But my answer is it's hard to say that um, mom and pop because of the unfamiliarity. It's like I'm afraid to try stuff sometimes. Like I mean, not that I'm not to try new foods. That's hard to. I guess that's a weird way to say it, but I don't want to take it. I'm hungry. I want to go get a meal and know that I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't want to take a chance that what if this is shit, And I don't know. If there's a long line somewhere, like taco trucks here, that's a sign. If there's a long line, I'm in. Typically, I'm in.
Sam, I
If
do have
it's
to tell you, and you might cringe at this, but Dallas eats Papa John's almost every day.
That's not true. It's 100% not true. My daughter, she's the pizza
Uh huh.
person. But like when I travel, there are certain chains that I look forward to because I don't have them here. Whataburger, Waffle House is another one. Um, Captain D's, which is probably horrible. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's like Long John Silver's, but it's
We
kind
have
of
them a lot.
localized.
We have a lot of them here.
So just Brahms is an ice cream and burger joint that's throughout the Midwest in Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas. So there are place chains that I seek out. However, um, I love going places I've never eaten that have stuff I haven't had, and that's typically we always go to. It's usually dinner. It's not really mom and pop shops so much that I get to go to, as much as like a steakhouse or something. But it's not a chain. It's localized to wherever we're going, whether it's a barbecue joint in Texas or wherever. So I definitely enjoy those places way more than I do the Whataburger or stuff like that. So definitely, but those places are hard to find. I guess that's kind of my point is that unless you're with someone local or can get guided, like if you're on your own, like I was in Huntsville for a night pretty much by myself. I ate at Zaxby's because I never ate anywhere else, and I was like, "Oh, these guys always be getting Zaxby's. Let me try it." Oh, it was so good. I was so happy. But if you don't know where you're at and what places have, it's kind of hard to find those really good mom and pop shops.
Well, that's why I said it depends on what it is. Because if you're looking for something fast, I mean, obviously, like fast food. I don't know really many like fast food like mom and pop places. We have a few here. Like we have Gary's Hamburgers that is really good. I think there's only 2 locations, so they're really good. But
Is their mascot a snail?
no. Their mascot is literally a burger. Like, yeah.
And now Dallas is like, I don't want to eat there. No, if it's not a snail, I'm out.
It's not. It's not.
Gary the snail.
Well, I mean, there's Dallas. I don't know if you know this, but there's probably more than one Gary in the United States that has a burger place. There probably hundreds of Gary's burgers.
We have Tom's.
Yeah, and it tastes like it. The burgers there taste like Five Guys. It's very similar. And we also have this burrito place here locally that's called Twisted Burrito, and they literally can make you a burrito with anything. What I always get there is this shredded chicken with marinara and mozzarella sticks, all in the burrito, and it is amazing. And they're like 5-pound burritos. But you can get whatever you want. You can get literally Thai food in a burrito there.
You just had something like that. We just got you chicken tikka masala in a burrito.
That wasn't bad, yeah.
It's the fusion of all.
They literally on their menu is everything. You can get Chinese. You got like Chinese orange chicken, and they put it in a burrito.
That sounds good.
It's everything. They're huge. They're huge. They're huge.
Whether it's your favorite mom and pop shop or the few chains you go to, wherever they may be, this is for Sam and Dan. For you too, I guess, Argo. But let our guests answer first. My question is. Do you always get the same thing when you go somewhere, or do you make a point to mix it up? Like if you go Monday to this place, you order what you order, and then next week you go again. Are you getting the same thing because that's your thing, that's what you love, or do you go out of your way to mix it up?
We are actually usually like when we go to our favorite places, we have like always one thing we know that's really good that we enjoy getting, so we're getting that, and then we usually get like a second thing that's like new. And then we split it, so we won't go home disappointed, but we also try out something new.
Yeah, see, we fold that system.
Yes.
we make sure we get what we like, but then we also try new things.
I was gonna say that's a perfect answer. I mean, what the hell, man?
Well, Dallas usually does it because if he's going to the place by yourself, kind of, unless you're just getting like 3 meals.
True. But I'm typically that's the same. If I'm going to Jersey Mike's, once in a while, actually I mix that. It's 2 sandwiches though. It's either the number 9 or the number 13. Is it 13 the Italian? I think so. So it's either 9 or 13. One of those two, always. Taco Bell. Thank God the Mexican pizza is back.
Oh.
Have you guys enjoyed it yet?
Yes, we have.
Oh,
Do you like it?
I love the Mexican pizza, but to be fair, and this is unfair, when I was a little girl, my dad worked for Taco Bell. I had my birthday parties in Taco Bell.
Wait.
So
hold on.
She has this nostalgic
hold on.
to go with
Emily sent me. Me, Emily, and Dallas was talking about the Mexican pizza the other day. So Emily got a Mexican pizza yesterday, or they might have been 2 days ago.
Day before, yeah.
She texted me this picture of this Mexican pizza. I had no idea what I was fucking looking at. I didn't know I was looking at food. I was like, "What is this?" And she was like, "It's the Mexican pizza." I was like, "I thought it was bleeding." I was like, "What is going on? Why is the salt like the tomatoes were just coming out? And it was just looked like a big blob of like cat vomit and with tomatoes on top." I was like,
"To be fair, sometimes your local place are horrible. You can have horrible employees."
No, she said she ate half of it. She felt sick. But then her husband ate the rest and he was fine because he likes Mexican pizza. I was like, oh, God.
And also Taco Bell, it's the same shit. It's just the same shit that's assembled differently. Okay, so don't tell me the Mexican pizza makes you sick, but the other things don't make you sick because it's all the same shit. Just wrapped up in a different package.
One, he's calling Emily a liar, which I know is sacrilegious to everyone. 2 is she didn't go to Taco Bell in a while because she got sick from other food.
I told her this. We had a conversation about this, and I told her the same thing. It's all the same shit. It's like, do you like the burritos for free? And she's like, no. I was like, well, Never mind. I guess I get it. 'Cause she doesn't like beans in general, and beans are definitely part of the
I got your back,
Mexican
Emily.
pizza.
Dallas doesn't. You should remember that.
Emily, it's always blame Margot.
So I think to wrap this up too, I think our answers are somewhat similar. Dallas says he agrees with you, but then everything he says counter. It's like the opposite. He's like no, I agree with you, but oh man, if I go to Taco Bell and then he names all the chain restaurants.
You didn't answer the question though about do you order the same thing or not?
I do. Majority of the time I do. Besides, like if we go somewhere locally, like when Allie calls me and says, or texts me and says, "Hey, I'm getting this for dinner," I don't even tell her what I want. So it's a little different because we obviously with COVID and everything like that, we haven't been sent to a restaurant in a long time. But before that, we since we had our son, we haven't really gone to like sit down restaurants that often. Besides to like small places that are kind of fast,
Like Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't eat at Chuck E. Cheese, but the pizza there is disgusting. My son
We
loves
have
it.
to even acknowledge they have food.
But they have wine
No,
and beer. It's
they
really
do. No,
all
it's
that matters.
it's crazy because they have a full salad bar. And I was like,
No,
it's
I'm
weird.
never eating a salad bar with where kids are.
but
But
it
Wine and beer. Just
but
say
it so we haven't gone there. The only thing I can say is I don't know if they're chain restaurants or they're not chain restaurants. The only time we really go out to restaurants now is like when we go on vacation. Which every time I'm on vacation, I always like to go somewhere local. I'm not going to a Chili's if I'm going on vacation.
I would like to kind of clarify my answer really quick because and this might not clarify anything. But when it comes to restaurants, not fast food, I never, if I'm in wherever I'm at, I'm not going to go to BJ's or I'm not going to go to some chain restaurant. Never. We'll always find, like I was saying, a steakhouse or a seafood place or whatever it is that's local to the area, right? Never have I would go to Chili's or IHOP or any restaurant that's a chain when I'm traveling, right? If I have an opportunity to go somewhere new, I'm definitely going to do it. On the other hand, with fast food, the only reason I don't do it the other way is because it's like, to my point earlier, it's hard to find. Unless you know those places, I'm going to go to what I know. Like, give me a freaking Taco Bell, give me McDonald's.
My only thing about
Wendy's.
IHOP, which I know you guys were talking about earlier, is why I can never explain it or understand it. Why in the world do you go to IHOP and it takes you 45 fucking minutes to get pancakes? Like, there's only 5 people in the restaurant and it takes me 45 minutes to get a stack of pancakes. And you're telling me it's all you can eat pancakes, but it takes me 45 minutes to get 2.
And they're back there like freaking playing quarters.
They
or
do.
something.
I don't know what. I don't know. So the only time I used to go to IHOP is when I used to get off work at like 12 midnight, 1 a.m. and it would be the only thing open, and then I didn't want to like it was closer than a Waffle House. I would go to an IHOP, and I would be there to 3 in the morning, and I don't understand why. I don't. So I will never go to an IHOP again.
See, we never set foot in IHOP because they sucked. We went to Denny's. So if it was like 3:00 in the morning and like we were coming home from a concert or something, we went to Denny's.
So I've had Denny's.
Denny's is better than IHOP.
It is.
Oh god.
It is.
Oh yeah, it is.
I've gone to Denny's a lot, but to be honest with you, I don't remember it because every time I stepped foot into a Denny's, I was drunk. I don't know why. I've never been to a Denny's. So because the only Denny's that are around here are attached to hotels. We don't have a standalone Denny's.
There are plenty here, but I just typically get bad service at Denny's. That's what I equate Denny's to is bad service.
Oh, Denny's
they
service
always
is
have
terrible.
bad service.
Oh, Denny's
Terrible.
is terrible. If you want good service
Yeah.
and good food, you got to go to Waffle House for that kind of stuff. That kind of food.
Please.
Waffle House is
They
amazing.
don't
you know?
have them here.
Waffle House is amazing.
I don't know about good service, but good food.
Waffle House is amazing. Well, I don't know.
Anyway.
You've been the only ones in Alabama and Oklahoma?
I grew up in Oklahoma and Arkansas, so I've been to plenty of Waffle Houses.
Well, the Waffle Houses in Georgia are very nice and sweet.
Well, you have Georgia Peaches working there. That's why.
They're nice. I don't know about the ones in Florida. They might be scary because you might find some weird
Sand
high
test.
guy on hot like some kind of drugs that are tearing them right down the restaurant.
Everything in Florida is scary, Richard.
I know. And we're supposed to go to Florida this year.
I always recommend you don't, but hey,
That's where the theme parks are.
I know.
I mentioned this to you guys before. Adam Sandler has this bit where it's like he tells this wacky news story, just that is just insanely weird, and then you have to guess whether it happened in Germany or Florida.
Oh, you guys should play that.
So
You guys got
so great.
the best of both worlds.
And it's one of the funniest bits he does. But
I need to
anyway,
see that.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Yeah, it is good.